Hey, what's up everyone? In order to get decent at Hypixel Skyblock, you need to do Slayers. No, you don't have to grind out 400,000 Slayer XP, but you do have to do enough Slayers that it's going to irritate you a little bit. Before we can do Slayers though, there's a couple of things that I'm going to need to do. So if I'm going to get serious about Slayers, I'm going to need a wolf pet. Wolf pets are relatively expensive, but you get a really good combat XP boost when you're using them. However, my biggest issue is that I want to continue to level up my magma cube so that I can use it on my magma farm. So what I've decided to do is purchase an XP share core. There we go. So we'll go ahead and put that on my magma cube. And the reason I decided to do this is because the magma cube is a combat pet, while the wolf is also a combat pet. Basically, that means that if my wolf gets 100,000 XP, my magma cube pet will get 25,000. Hopefully this will help me level up my magma cube pet a little bit more. And for the wolf pet, I obviously want a legendary because that's the only pet that gives you the combat XP boost. The epic doesn't give it to you, so you do need a legendary. I'm going to go ahead and buy this one. It's a level 52 wolf and it costs 400,000 more than a level 1. However, this one already has a good amount of XP on it. And this is a combat pet, and he's not currently holding an item, so it only makes sense to put a combat XP boost on it. There you go. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with this purchase, because now I have a legendary wolf pet, and my magma cube pet will continue to level up so I can have a really fast magma farm. Slayers are expensive, and my bank account has seen better days. The good news is I've had a few people who've decided to AFK on my island for some reason over their own. Honestly, I don't understand their logic. However, it's been super helpful for me because, you know, I have a few stacks of enchanted magma cream. So with my inventory, ender chest, and all 4 of my medium backpacks full of magma cream, I should have plenty of money for some slayers. So the sell price of enchanted magma cream on the bazaar is actually lower than the sell price to the NPC, so I think I'll just sell it to the NPC. So right now I have 4 coins, and at the end of this, I think I should have over 10 million. I got 10.9 million coins. So back to what I was saying about not really having all that much money. We still don't have like an absurd amount, but this is plenty of money to get some good stuff. So I have not really been on this profile for a couple of days. I've still been AFKing on the magma cube farm, but that was because Hypixel just released the mayor update. So there's a couple of things that I need to make clear about this series, and one thing that I need to ask you guys. But first, I have 2 medium backpacks full of enchanted magma cream to sell. Alright, so that was just under 3 million coins, which is really nice. Up to 17.2 million coins in the bank. So with the mayor update, they added an in-game currency, and I may or may not have spent $100. I released that video last week, so you probably saw that by now unless you didn't. But basically, in that video, I said that I'm not allowed to spend money on this profile. However, there are a few of these profile upgrades, and if I'm going to get them, and I did gem a couple, I'm not really going to be able to not have those on this profile. None of these are going to make a huge difference though. We have one for the accessory bag and the ender chest, which are purely just convenient. However, this one, Magic Find, might actually make a pretty decent difference. So unfortunately, or fortunately for me, I guess, I just get these upgrades because there's not much I can do to not have these on this profile. However, all of these profile-specific upgrades, I'm not allowed to gem at all. As you can see, I'm currently working on getting the second extra minion slot, and the reason I'm working on the second one is because I logged on the day of the update and unlocked the first one. I bought an enchanted lava bucket and stuff for the extra minion. I honestly have no idea why I didn't record that, but I guess I just forgot. I might have just been in a hurry or something. But yeah, we have another magma cube minion 7 with an enchanted lava bucket. Booster cookies cost real life money. However, they're being sold in the bazaar for about 900,000 per. In order to take full advantage of this update, I've decided that I am allowed to purchase booster cookies from the bazaar. Any normal Skyblock player would be able to do this because they're actually super cheap considering they cost a couple bucks each. However, because I spent real life money, I'm a famous player, which means that I get a bonus for cookies with bits. So this is where I need your guys' help. My current multiplier of bits for these cookies is times 1.8, which is pretty ridiculous. So if someone with the regular rank got 10,000 bits, I would get 18,000, which is a lot more. So I would like you guys to let me know if I should be allowed to use the extra bits, or just use the extra bits to either just store them in my bits purse and I'm not allowed to spend them, or probably just spend it on an upgrade and then just hold on to the upgrade and not actually use it. Anyways, if you can give me your opinion on that, that would be pretty appreciated, because I honestly don't know what to do. However, I do know that these cookies are super cheap, and I am definitely buying one. These things are pretty OP. You get plus 20% skill XP, plus 15 magic find. You keep coins and effects on death. You can permafly on your private island, and a bunch of other stuff. So we're going to use that. And by the way, there's my ability to gain more bits. I can get 8,600 from one cookie, which is a little ridiculous. So I'm sorry if I talked about bits and cookies and stuff and buying things with real money on this profile for too long, so I'm not going to talk about that anymore. Now I have an actual thing to do for these minions. Basically, one day I was just collecting the extra magma cream and all these minions, and then I realized, whoa, I don't have any upgrades. If you didn't know, there are 2 upgrades that increase your minion's speed. The flycatcher, which costs about 9 million coins each, so obviously I'm not going to get that, and the minion expander. So the minion expander has a hidden attribute where it actually increases your minion's speed by 5%. And here's the thing, that stacks. Unfortunately, the area also stacks, which means that the minions will be able to spawn magma cubes in a 9x9 area. But the good news for me is that I did test this, and it actually worked with 2 minion expanders, which is really cool. I actually just sat there for 10 minutes and watched to make sure none of the magma cream spawned out in one of these corner minions, because those are the most likely to happen. And basically all the magma cubes just stayed in the minion area, which was pretty nice. No, my mushroom soup has run out. Whatever shall I do? Booster cookie, yeah! Oh, these things are so overpowered. Alright, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, minion expanders. Ah, yeah. Quartz went up in price. Good thing we can go to the auction house. Absolutely not. Alright, unfortunately, it doesn't really look like quartz is going down in price, so I'm just gonna have to tough it out and spend a couple million coins on quartz. So on second thought, I did some math, and I'm only getting about 100,000 extra coins per day with all 20 minions AFKing with the double minion expander. So basically what's gonna happen, I'm probably gonna end up waiting almost a week, but then the quartz price is gonna drop, and in that time, I'm hoping the quartz price will go down to about 2,000 per. That way, I actually end up saving money, because while I'll be missing out on about 700,000 coins worth of minion profits, the quartz price will hopefully drop by more than 700,000 coins for 10 stacks, I think it was. I'm sorry if I'm confusing you with math. Okay, let's get back to the point of the actual video and what I was doing before this whole thing happened. Alright, so now for the main point of this video. Like every other Skyblock player, eventually I'm gonna have to do Slayers, and honestly, I can't really think of a better time to do it. Alright, so basically, we're actually going to be starting with the Sven Packmaster and then working our way down. In order to unlock the Sven Packmaster Slayer, you basically have to kill a tier 1 Revenant and a tier 2 Revenant, and then a tier 1 Tarantula and a tier 2 Tarantula. Those bosses are so unbelievably easy, I could probably kill them with my fists. For Slayers, I always recommend you have a God Splash. God Splashes speed up the Slayer process, because not only do you have combat XP boost, which means that it takes less time to spawn the Slayer, but you also get additional strength and crit damage, so you can kill your Slayer much faster, and you also get magic find, so you can get rarer drops. And with the addition of the booster cookie, you don't even lose potion effects on death. So the reason that we're starting with the Sven Packmaster is because at Sven Packmaster 6, you unlock the manaflux power orb. Alright, so for the Sven Packmaster 3, I recommend staying in water so that the boss has a harder time hitting you. As you can see, this boss does actually deal a reasonable amount of damage, so I don't know that I would be able to just stand in the wall and get hit by him constantly, but it's enough damage that I don't need Mastiff Armor. And if you don't know what that is, we'll get into that in a little bit. So one of the abilities of the Sven Packmaster 3 and 4 is that it'll spawn an army of pups, and the pups are kind of a joke. They don't really deal all that much damage. They're kind of just annoying, so if you stay in the water, they shouldn't really be able to hit you. Just keep hitting the boss, and you should be able to kill it relatively easily. If you can't kill the Sven Packmaster 3, don't worry. There's one item that you've probably already unlocked that is super helpful. At Wolf Slayer level 2, which you basically unlock, I think after you kill 1, maybe 2 Wolf Tier 2s, you unlock the Radiant Power Orb. This item is about as cheap as an item can get. It costs 16 Wolf Teeth and 8 Enchanted Emeralds. Radiant Power Orb, there we go. So basically, the reason we wanted this is because of the item's ability, Orb Buff Radiant. Heals 1% of max HP per second. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but believe me, that's going to make all the difference. If you combine the Radiant Power Orb with Lifesteal on your sword, it's a lethal combo for the wolf. Here's a Sven Packmaster 3. We'll just kill him. And then we have to do this, I think, 10 more times after this. Alright, so I need 90 more XP, and I know it's a little bit weird, but I'm just going to go ahead and even that out, so I have exactly 1500 when I'm done with the Sven Packmaster 2 and 1. Okay, I phrased that really wrong, but basically I'm going to get exactly 90 more XP, because I think it'll just look cleaner. Plus, that way I'll just do my Slayers in increments of 500, aka 1 tier 4 at a time. Here we go, last Sven Packmaster done. Here we go. Wolf Slayer level 4. Alright, so we're now Wolf Slayer level 4, and that means that we get access to the Mastiff set. So I did some calculations to determine if I should buy everything from the Bazaar or the auction house, and as it turns out, the Bazaar was much, much cheaper. In total, it'll cost around 4 million coins, and that's even with the inflation of gold. So honestly, it's not too bad. So yeah, that cost me about 3.8 million coins. And yes, I know that's too much to pay for Mastiff armor. Usually it goes for about 2.5 to 3 million coins, but remember, the gold prices went mrrr. Oh no. No. Please no. Please don't make me do this. Guys, I'm gonna need to take a quick detour. Foraging 18. I only need 500 more dark oak wood. I'm so close. Yes, I only need another stack of wood. I'm so close. Please, thank you. Oh my god, that sucked. I'm never, ever doing that again. Well, I know I said that I would craft this tomorrow, but I think I earned it. Helmet of growth, chestplate of growth, leggings of growth, boots of growth, mastiff crown, mastiff chestplate, mastiff leggings, and mastiff boots. Oh my god, guys, look, we leveled up carpentry. We're so good at this game. Yay! And we're going to put Fierce on all the Mastiff armor just so I can get a bit more crit chance. Unfortunately, our damage will be going down by a ridiculous amount, but I'm still hoping that we can kill the tier 4. With the Mastiff armor, we have 21,000 base health. It's going to be super close with the Wolf tier 4, but I'm really hoping that we can do it. So I was just randomly looking through all the booster cookie buffs, and this is actually really cool. Sell items directly to the trades menu. So basically, let's say I have a couple of stacks of enchanted magma cream. I can go to the trades menu, and look at that. I can just sell items immediately to that. I don't know how I never knew that, but now I know that. Alright, so last night we left off where I just got the Mastiff armor, and I was just about to start trying a Wolf tier 4. Sven Packmaster 4. Start that quest, and we're gonna have to see how this goes. So this is not great. I am not dealing very much damage. I'm only dealing about 13,000 damage a hit. Okay, here's the boss. My game is lagging. Okay, he deals a lot of damage. Well, somehow I managed to kill that thing, but that took me literally 3.5 minutes. Alright, so I do get 500 wolf XP. But unfortunately, we are definitely going to need to find a way to kill that thing faster. So in order to maximize our puppy killing capabilities, we're going to craft a shaman sword. This sword is relatively cheap and only costs 2 golden teeth, 8 enchanted iron, and 4 enchanted bones. As you can see though, we get plus 100 damage, plus 20 strength, and we deal plus 1 damage per 50 max HP. As you can see, when we're wearing Mastiff armor, we basically get plus 50 HP per 1% crit damage. That means that each crit damage basically converts into 1 additional damage. And that's important because, as you can see with the Mastiff armor, our crit damage is 50% less effective. There we go, Shaman Sword. Now, because I'm not really going to be using this sword a ton, I'm just going to put the basic enchants on it. So I would put the enchants Sharpness, Critical, First Strike, Giant Killer, Execute, Lethality, Vampirism, and Lifesteal. What I really like about this exact assortment of books is that there's exactly 8, which means that you can make a 3 anvil use book. Correction, it's actually a 4 anvil use book, but I mean it was close enough. So here's a Shaman Sword with the basic enchants that you need to actually deal damage. Add telekinesis, and because our crit chance is only 85%, even with God Pots, we're going to put Sharp on this sword just like we did with the Aspect of the Dragons. Oh wow, first try. And what's really nice about this sword is that it's an epic, which means that the reforges aren't completely worthless. So let's do a really quick damage test to a regular wolf. With the Aspect of the Dragons, I deal about 15,000. With this sword, I deal 24,000. So that's a pretty significant difference. Not to mention this sword cost me about 400,000 coins. With that, I think we're ready to do some more tier 4s. So even though you can actually deal damage now, it's still really important to stay near water because, as you can see, this boss still really hurts. Alright, so that one only took about 2 minutes compared to the 3 minutes and 30 seconds of the last boss, which was a really big improvement. So you may have noticed that I was going really slow in the water with the wolves, and that was because I didn't have Depth Strider 3. free. I don't have the Depth Strider 3 recipe, so I'll just go ahead and buy it for 35,000 coins. It's really not that expensive. So the good news is, unlike most of our problems in this game, it's a super easy fix. So now that I can reliably kill Wolf Slayer 4s, I'm just going to go ahead and get to Wolf Slayer level 6. So remember how I said I wouldn't be making any more upgrades? Well, I did an advanced technique called lying. Technoblade reference for you guys. Basically, I applied the Strange Reforged to uncommon and epic accessories, and the Itchy Reforged to rare accessories. As you can see, all of the new Reforges that I put on my accessories give me bonus attack speed, which is so OP for Slayers. We did lose a pretty decent amount of strength and crit damage in the process, but the amount of extra damage per second that we should be able to deal will definitely make up for it. So as you can see, I've been doing, a tiny bit of Slayer grinding. Okay, fine, I didn't actually do any more since I hit Slayer level 5. And part of the reason for that is because I haven't had God Potions, so what I'm actually going to do is go to the bit shop and purchase a 24-hour God Potion. But how do you plan to AFK with your Magma Cube without wasting your God Potion? Well, you see, that's actually a really, really good question. So I've just decided to get an alt account, and I'll just leave that on my island all the time with a Magma Cube. So yeah, I just got 24 hours of God Potions. That's ridiculous. So I have some Slayers to do. I will see you when I hit Wolf Slayer level 6. Okay, so I honestly have no idea why I just can't think of all this stuff and do it in one video segment. But basically, I was sitting there with the Wolf Boss in the water. I was taking a good amount of damage, but I remembered when I was doing Wolves on my main profile, I wasn't actually taking quite that much damage despite having the exact same armor. But that shouldn't affect the amount of damage that I'm actually taking, like how much health I'm losing. And then it hit me, I'm missing the Wolf Ring. So this talisman goes for about 1.1 million coins. Rare talisman right there. But there's also a talisman for each of the other Slayers. As you can see, we have the Zombie Ring, which is unlocked at Zombie Slayer level 2, which you basically have to kill 25 XP worth of Slayers, which you could do in about 30 seconds. And you need a Zombie Talisman and a stack of Revenant Flesh. I already have the Zombie Talisman, so basically I'll just be upgrading it. And there's also a talisman for Spider Slayer, which is unlocked in Spider Slayer level 1, so the Spider Ring. Yes, you heard me right, Spider Slayer level 1. If you kill a single Slayer boss, you will be able to unlock this recipe. So I can't find a Spider Talisman, but that's okay because I was just going to upgrade it to the Spider Ring anyway. This is only 150,000 coins, so it's pretty cheap. Usually to unlock the Wolf Ring, you need to unlock a Wolf Talisman, which is unlocked by killing old wolves in the castle. It's like a 1% drop chance. And you also need a Wolf Catalyst, which is unlocked in the Howling Caves. You need to kill the 27,000 health wolf. I can't remember what their name is, but it's also a 1% drop chance. Yeah, I just figured it'd be easier to buy it. Oh no, a stack of Revenant Flesh is 20 coins. I knew it was low, but Jesus. And then of course we're going to be putting Strange on the Zombie Ring for attack speed and Itchy on both of these for both attack speed and crit damage. So I'm going to stop making the promise that I'm going to get to Wolf 6. Oh, hello there. OMG, Zach. Huge fan of your channel. Why am I so lucky with getting into lobbies with random helpers or just YouTubers? I don't know, dude. Anyways, as I said, I'm gonna stop making the promise that I'll get to Wolf Slayer 6 by the next time you hear from me, because I honestly have no idea if I will or not, but I'm getting there, and I'm definitely working on it. Stop trying to distract me. There's just Cebu537 trying to contact me, and there's also Zach Plays AN in my lobby. I just need to do Wolf Slayers, please. Okay, this time I'm actually actively doing Wolf Slayers, and I swear I'm not procrastinating. But yeah, I got a crit 6 book. Nice. Here we go. As you can see, I need 500 more XP to get to Wolf Slayer level 6, which is just how much a tier 4 gives me. In total, this has probably been around a 2-hour grind. So, it's not awful, but at the same time, it's not like what I would prefer to do. But we did level up our combat, and we will also be able to get access to the manaflux power orb. Ooh, double. Oh my gosh, a triple. What? Part of the reason this takes so long is because, as you can see, I only deal somewhere around 17,000 damage every time I hit the boss. Here we go. The boss is just about dead. There we go. Open this, claim that. Wolf Slayer level 6. Ah yes. Click to claim permanent plus 3 HP. That is going to make such a difference to my 23,000. Alright, so to craft the manaflux power orb, we are going to need 32 golden teeth. That comes out to around 3.4 million coins, plus 4 lapis blocks, which comes out to maybe 200k. Yeah, 200k. So this is going to cost you somewhere around 3.5 million coins, which really isn't all that bad. And here's why this really isn't that expensive. If you look at the Radiant Power Orb, you get 1% of your max HP per second. And if you look at the Manaflux, you get 2% of your max HP per second, plus 50% base mana regen and 10 strength. This is a very, very powerful item. It's so beautiful. Wow, that took a lot of grinding. I think I finally understand the feeling that you're supposed to get from doing Slayers. While you're doing the Slayer, you're constantly questioning your existence and wondering, why am I doing this? And then when you're finished with the Slayer, you hate yourself even more for putting yourself through all of that pain. But now, you have the privilege of staring deep into the blue orb and determining why you've done this to yourself. And the orb speaks back to you and tells you that you're going to have to grind to Wolf Slayer level 7 if you want to see the red orb. Thank you, Hypixel. That was actually a pretty good thumbnail shot. So the good news is that I actually had a second part to this video that I had recorded, and I put a lot of effort into it. And as it turns out, that part actually was a lot longer than I expected, and I'm having serious issues with these episodes and they're being way too long. But the good news for you guys is that you will definitely be seeing a video early next week. I've been in a super difficult place where I haven't had much free time to make videos because school has just been so much work. So unfortunately, I feel like I'm letting you guys down, and I'm sorry for that, but there's really not that much I can do. I can try to make shorter videos or work on more videos, but there's really not that much I can do because school is really important, and unfortunately that is going to have to be my main focus. The good news though is that Hypixel has been releasing quite a few updates. Well, they haven't released more than one update, but that update had a lot of content, so it's been really easy to make videos. I actually have a few video ideas just lined up, and I'm just slowly recording them as time goes. Anyways, I kind of got on a ramble there. I really appreciate you guys watching the video, so thanks a ton for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Have a great day. I will see you in the next video. Bye!